Alright, here we are. Battle Bingo Festival is finally over, so we can move on with our lives. If we can remember our lives. It's been a while since we've done the plot. A lot has happened. So to recap what has happened very most recently, we were in Pyrite Town, trying to deal with that whole data disk thing. We saved them from the data disk being stolen, but the data got wiped anyways, and we learned that they were gonna go take over Finax City. So we went over there, saved them, learned from the town rumors that hey, Cypher's hanging out in the middle of the desert, so we should probably go figure out what's going on over there. So we have a new location on our map, and we are ready to roll. We have a lot of Poke coupons, so if there's anything that we could like spend those on, that could be good. I know that Tyranitar can learn, like, Thunderbolt and maybe Flamethrower and, like, those different sort of special moves. I kind of don't think Larvitar or Pupitar can. But I'm gonna do a little Pokédex check here and see what I can see. So yeah, I look up Tyranitar, Boom Shakalaka, and yeah, I'm seeing Ice Beam, I'm seeing Thunderbolt, I'm seeing Flamethrower. If I go to Pupitar, I am not seeing these things. So we can't really invest on any of that into Larvitar for a while. We could put Flamethrower and Shadow Ball on Flareon. And, like, maybe we should. We kind of deserve it. I don't think we could put any of that on Golbat. Or Shroomy. I don't think he can learn any of the elementals. We could stick Ice Beam on Bali, and we actually have an Ice Beam TM on us already. But we'll hold off on that, and then Meditite already has Shadow Ball. I'll tell you what, let's run to Mount Battle really quick. Just to remind ourselves what we can even do with the Poke Coupons. If I recall, basically the only thing that's really useful is those TMs, but there might be some other things. It's like, oh, you could get a choice band, or oh, you could get a couple other battle items, white herb, whatever. You can get like the consumable really rare berries, which we can't grow berries in this game, so like the only way to get more would be to buy them for 10,000 coupons each, and I'm pretty sure you just consume them and they're gone in this game. So that should be really safe for like battle facility stuff where your items aren't physically consumed. Okay, we actually have access to Psychic as well. That is interesting. We got Psychic, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, and Shadow Ball. So this is good stuff. Let me evaluate who could learn Psychic on our team. Not very many, I don't think. I don't think Flareon can, and even if it could, it wouldn't be perfect for it. Pretty sure Larvitar can't go back. Yeah, I don't think anybody can. Meditite could. It would be better than Confusion, but, like, special attack's not really Meditite's thing. And I don't know how long-term we're using that Meditite, to be honest. Okay, Mental Herb, White Herb, Quick Claw, Focus Band, Bright Powder, King's Rod, Scope Lens, Choice Band, Shell Bell. And then, oh, excuse me, it's 15,000. Yeah, so of all of these, like, these are all just so niche. Like, Mental Herb and White Herb, they're consumable, and they just do a very specific thing. Like, If we had a perfect setup for them and they weren't, like, consumable and they were gone after the battle, then maybe they would use them. Quick Claw is just too inconsistent to be worth this many points. Focus Band, we actually already have one, and it's never gone off. Bright Powder is so, like, whatever. Like, this item exists so that battle facility trainers that you're trying to get battle streaks on them can have them spread around so that you will just occasionally miss a move for no reason and potentially lose. It's basically the only reason that item exists. King's Rock, similar. Scope Lens is like the first one that's genuinely maybe useful. It's just kind of like, you know, if you're not doing anything else, you could throw a Scope Lens on and maybe you'll get a crit more often. Choice Band is useful, but like, I feel like it's more useful if you like know this game inside and out and you know what's coming, so you know what moves it's like safe to lock yourself into. Shell Bell isn't that great. So yeah, the TMs are really it, pretty much. If we were to look at our stats here, Flareon, really good attack, special attack's even okay. Yeah, I mean, we could put Flamethrower right over Ember, and we could put Shadow Ball right over Bite, and they'd be strict upgrades. We could even put one of them over Sand Attack, because we really don't need that. Like if, say, we wanted to keep like a weaker move for weakening Pokemon, or just having more PP. That's a thing. I'm gonna say let's come here and consider that, like, the moment we kind of start running into more trouble, we'll consider it. And I know you could argue that it's like, well, didn't I run into trouble at Phoenix beating, like, those bosses and stuff? And, you know, maybe, but it wasn't that bad. It was, like, a nice amount of difficulty, actually. I'm coming back into Railgun Tower real quick because I recall that you can actually buy TMs here, and I'm trying to remember what they are. I remember they were like Fire Blast, Blizzard, Thunder. I don't think we have enough money to do this anyways because we kind of blew it all on Battle Bingo. Okay, we got Hidden Power. We got Blizzard. Hyper Beam. Light Screen. Protect. Safeguard, I think. Thundar. Reflect. Fire Blast. So we have, like, the more powerful but, like, low PP, low accuracy versions of the Poke Coupon moves. We got Hidden Power, which is mildly interesting. It's like, oh, if we so happen to end up with, like, a Pokemon who has a good Hidden Power, like, we could do that, but that would need experimentation. Hyper Beam is, like, never going to be worth it. Reflect and Light Screen, you know, maybe we'll end up with a Pokemon that'd be good on. And maybe later on in the game we get, like, the more vastly beneficial that might be. Protect is, like, actually really great in this game because of the whole double battle aspect. Once we start getting, like, moves that hit the whole field, like Earthquake and stuff, like, we might come here and buy Protects. Otherwise, like, what could we stick on dudes? It's like, oh, we could stick, like, Fire Blast on Flareon. Like, we could have both Flamethrower and Fire Blast, technically. I don't think anybody else on this team really learns anything. It's like, oh, we could stick Blizzard on Bali. You can obviously stick Protect on anybody. Let's just go to the next area. Enough stalling. We're 10 minutes into this stream. Let's like, do something. Is our team how we want it to be? We got Larvitar up front, Flareon standing beside. All right, here we go. Cypher was business transporting things in this area. Well, hot dang. We failed. We've been asked to locate missing Pokemon. A little email from Net of Pyrite here. It was among those missing in the SS Libra. We please visit Pyrite and speak to the missing Pokemon's owner. I think I know what's coming on here. If I recall, the missing Pokemon's owner is an owner who is missing a Bonsly. And this Bonsly was on the ship. If only we knew where the ship was. Does anybody have anything new to say? Only elevators for transportation. It's simply not safe. Oh boy, they're gonna run a story. Might as well check in with Marcia while we're here. Well, yeah, I mean, she was so, like, all she was thinking about was doing her job while she was there, pretty much. I don't think she was really shaken up. I look forward to the broadcast, but I feel like you're gonna make me too famous. Ah, yes, that's what you mean. It's actually really interesting to see, like, there's not very many Pokemon games with sequels, so it's so interesting to see, like, the same characters who are, like, you know, years later in their lives and they've, like, really progressed. I was gonna say, like, that doesn't seem to happen in any other Pokemon game, but it happens in Black and White into Black and White 2, how you got characters who, like, you know, are several years older, some of them have grown up quite a bit, really progressed in their, like, lives. It's actually quite interesting. Can we come in here? I feel like you can get this, but not until, like, way later. This building does have stairs, but just, like, from floor 2 to 3, or 2 to the roof. Where has Bonsly gone? Sure. Ah, back to the Gadion port. We need parts to part up our scooter. A newly undiscovered Pokemon. Let me look at that photo again. It's just so funny looking at this photo in retrospect. It's very clearly just like 2D art of Bonsly photoshopped onto like a PNG of like Infinite City. Like that is not a 3D model rendered in 3D space. But it was good enough to fool me as a kid back in the day. Okay, I forgot the game like gave you excuses to go back to places like pretty often, so I didn't really have to, on my own, go back to Gideon Port just to like look around, check around. But in a way, I'm glad I did, because I basically confirmed like nothing had changed there from the previous time that I went. And now we're going there here. So with this sequence trigger, we can see exactly what's different. Okay, what do we got here? We got 10 Sody Pops, we got a couple Lemonades. What's our actual team? I mean, nobody is in Lemonade range yet, even, really. Yeah, I guess I do recall as a kid, like, getting your scooter upgraded and these cutscenes are, like, different. I just didn't think about it. Like, it wasn't on my mind, like, seeing those cutscenes and being like, oh, aren't these different? Didn't even think about it until now. Oh boy, here we go. Hello, viewers. This is Sek, Om's director. We bring you a special scoop. The courageous actions of a young boy thwarted a group of Cypher's operatives who had infiltrated Phoenix City. Show me that footage again. Oh, man. There I am. Oh, shit. And then he runs away. And I presume, like, you know, they're showing the battle that totally happened as well. The footage shows the boy and his Pokemon driving off a top Cypher admin from the city stadium. Cypher had been trying to take over the entire city by replacing its citizens with the Syndicate's members. OMS was also targeted for takeover by Cypher. Despite this setback, Cypher appears to be growing more active. The authorities have issued a caution to all citizens and organizations to be alert to the possibility of further attacks. As you have seen, Cypher has returned with a vengeance. The entire Ori region is endangered again. OMS promises to doggedly pursue the story and provide you with the most accurate information on Cypher's actions. We must not allow Cypher to carry out its conspiracy of fear. Let us all protect the peace of Ori with courage. Okay. Oh, yes, we're famous. You're amazing. I always thought you were amazing. But I didn't know how amazing. Alright, off to Dr. Kaminko's house. And I think I might know what's gonna happen. Yeah, there's no reason to pay attention to the news. There's nothing good on there. Oh boy. People just can't comprehend my amazingness. Yes, that kid's gonna be exactly like Mr. Varric later. Oh shit. We're already being approached. Oh my, I haven't seen you for a while. I understand that you are quite the hero in Finax City. Very impressive of you. Ho ho ho. Yeah. Isn't that cool? Not even a tad. Okay, so this is their cool boat. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. What does the granny have to say about Mr. Varric being right near her on the opposite dock? Same as normal, but she's looking over there. They're his assistants. Okay. Right. Kaminko. If I recall, we're gonna get into a battle here. A battle. It's gonna be a really funny one if I recall as well. Let's save. Wait, who goes there? You must be yet another burglar. Why are there so many burglars? Chobin will put you straight and don't move. Chobin I am, and Chobin's the blah 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 blah. Only assistant, number one assistant. Okay, this isn't the fight I was thinking of. Oh, he still has his Sunkern, but now also a Gyarados. Oh, he's biting. Critical hit? I don't like that. Oh, I flinched. That's a fast Gyarados. Oh my gosh. And we have to remember we're intimidated right now as well. Larvitar, you're not helping me out here. Jobin lost, Jobin lost, Jobin lost. More like Jobin lost his glasses. Jobin, what is the meaning of all your shouting? Oh, Dr. Kaminko. Jobin was trying to teach this burglar a lesson. Burglar? A burglar, you say? No mercy need be given to a burglar. Let the just complete it handle it. Oh. You're gonna get it. Boy, oh boy. The funny fight is still to come. And I think it's gonna be imminent. Okay, let's heal up a little bit. Maybe you should have bought more, fresh water. Foo. Soon, yes, very soon you will see what I have in store for you. If you wish to flee, let it be now. No. Let thunder tear the skies and rend the earth. The time has come for the ultimate Robo-Pokemon to reveal itself. Come hither, Robo-Groudon. We got a little preview of this earlier when we backtracked here. Robo-Groudon, go! Wah! This is who you battle. You have been warned. So, the really funny thing about this is, the Robo-Groudon is just the trainer. And we just fight Pokemon as normal. Basically, he went into the house and quickly evolved his Sunkern into Sunflora, revived his Pokemon, and we're back in the fight here. And he has 2 more. Let's see if we've learned our lesson. Maybe we can flinch the Gyarados. But I'm going to try to Dragon Dance because that'll make me faster and not flinch from Bite. Gosh dang it. And also make my Rock Slide stronger, like, you know, get rid of that Intimidate debuff. Thrash. Okay, I'm fine with Gyarados doing what he's doing. Let's hit the Sunflora. Okay, Larvitar's faster than them now, so that's really good. Ouch. Razor Leaf. That hits both targets, if I recall. That's actually going to kill us. I should have kind of thought that through a little bit. Like, I knew if that Sunkern used any grass move, we were just done. Larvitar will have his day someday. It is sunny, so I say we make use. Hop it. Leech Seed, that's... Oh, we dodged it. That's really good. Hoppip was faster because of chlorophyll. That makes sense. I think Tropius gets chlorophyll as well. But the sun faded. Come on, dude. Wow. I didn't feel like he was doing that much to me. That stomp genuinely looks like it would hurt. Wow, this Gyarados is just fast and strong. Special defense fell, huh? Maybe I'll go for bite then. Try to go for the flinch. Gonna hit gold bat? No. Critical hit Metatite. Even if I healed it, it would have died. That's crazy. My team is just hurt. Golbat, like, held very strong in this fight here. Poison Flying is a good type, honestly. Chobin lost. Lost with Robo Groudon. Chobin lost. Yes, we Totally defeated Robo-Groudon. Robo-Groudon itself contributed much to this battle. Much to this turn of events. How could Robo-Groudon go down in defeat? Enough of this nonsense. Given Robo-Groudon's utter failure, the half-built Robo-Kyogre doesn't inspire confidence. I doubt it will ever be useful. Chobin, see to it that Robo-Kyogre is disposed of as scrap by Machkin in the parts shot. Understood. We're dropping development of Robo-Kyogre? It's finished, over and done with, kaput. The whole Robo-Pokemon plan is cancelled. Dr. Wait, please Chobin would like to keep the Robo-Groudon at least. I have no interest in any robot I've scrapped, as you wish. It's just so funny. It's like, because I beat Chobin in a Pokemon battle while he was in the robot, you now determine that this robot and any other robot that you're currently working on that is entirely different is probably scrap, I guess. Well, I must have really shattered your worldview, or your, you know, aspirational view. After all we did to bring it so close to completion, Chobin wants to know what brought you here today. Chobin sees you wanted the parts shop man. Machkin is in the manor. You should go have a look. In the meantime, Chobin must put away Robo-Groudon. He also talks in the third person, just like Jovi. I wonder if Jovi got it from him. I taught him the number. It's an interesting way to say you gave him your phone number. Do you say, I taught you my phone number? Okay, yeah, we'll have a rematch one day. I don't know what the robot has anything to do with it, but I believe you. Does it, like, power up your Pokemon or something? If you would inspect the crane room, sure. Okay, I mean, I inspected the crane room before, but I can do it again. I don't know, if a fridge only opens when you're in its presence when you open it, it's not going to be as cold as you would think, I would think. The battle CDs in this manner, what do you gain by asking me that? I don't enjoy admitting it one bit, but they are quite well made. I have no interest in such things. I acquired them purely for research. They should still be lying around here and there. If they're what you desire, you're welcome to the whole lot. Okay. Make a real Pokemon drive it. Yeah, imagine a real Groudon powering the Robo-Groudon. We get to see the secrets. Rare candy. Yes, we got to see this area from up above before. Robo-Kyogre there, Robo-Groudon over there. Okay, Makin, what do you got? So this is the Robo-Kyogre that Miko had under development. He called it useless scrap and demanded that I haul it away. But you know, this is quite a well-engineered machine. Whoa, you've given me quite the start. Oh, it's you, lad. What's up today? I explained the situation. Cypher's back then. I thought they'd folded 5 years ago, but they've returned. So you want me to modify your scooter for desert crossing performance? Well, you certainly are bold for even considering to face Cypher alone. Fine, let's do it. I'll modify your scooter. Good deeds shouldn't wait. I'll arrange to haul this Robo-Kyogre back to my shop right away. I'll see you there. Whew, what a job that was. I'm finally done. I've converted it into a hover-type scooter, so it'll be perfect for the desert. Go on, try it right away. Okay. You think the Kyogre's gonna be junk? Do I think it's gonna be useful? We'll see about that. Oh. Mr. Merrick is gone. Not Merrick, whatever his name was. Okay, now we get to go to the place we wanted to go this whole time. Are my Pokemon still beat up from Robo-Groudon? Shoot, maybe I should have checked. Oh, here's the ship. SS Libra. Yeah! Cool. Cool finding the ship and all, but we need to heal. Hover type scooter. It sounds loud. It is cool seeing like this hover scooter and like as a kid, because it seems like it would be like an almost possible thing, and I don't think we're quite to that point yet. But maybe we have the technology, just not the feasibility. All right, here we are. All these lifeboats. They don't want you walking that way. They want you to look and see this hole. Justy, thanks for being so patient. The pre-gem is finally set to reopen. After Cypher takeover bid, we're all looking forward to this opportunity to battle you. Perhaps we should. Gotta do some strength puzzles, but we don't even need strength. We're just strong as things are. We can go down that, but we can't climb back up. How unfortunate. Okay, this iron is going directly onto Golbat for the friendship bonus more than anything. Lincoln purple stuff, not so good. Oh, shit. After all I do to get here, we let one get away on us. Isn't that right, Schneidel? Oh, yes, indeed. Such a lost opportunity, for it was obviously rare, if only it had been caught. Why, if you caught it, Gorgon, your collection would have been enhanced by 0.7%. Such a disappointing loss. It took off because you made so much noise, Gorgon, sir. I heard that. You're pinning the blame on me. That's blatantly insubordination. I am in a foul mood today, not plain foul. Foul. Today of all days. Oh, Gorgon, sir, an intruder. Haha. That fool Snaddle had to screw up. Someone let this outsider get in here. The thing that's on my brain right now is he said your collection would be improved by 0.7%, so I'm trying to think of what formula could do that. 0.7% is 0.007. And it's an amount improved. So really, it's 1.007 times a thing times his collection equals the improvement he would get by adding this one Bonsly to it. So it's one Pokemon he doesn't have. If we're thinking that the formula for how good his collection is how many unique Pokemon he has in it, as the only metric, then we need to find two consecutive numbers that hold on, I've lost my train of thought. We need two consecutive numbers. The improvement is 1.007. So let's say we're like at 1,000, and we went to 1,001. Would we say we improved by 0.1%? Because an improvement, it's that percent times your collection to get the new collection. So you divide it by the new collection to get the old collection. So like 1,000 divided by 1.007 would be 993. So let's increase that to 10,000. No, let's decrease it to 100. Okay, yeah, interesting. What about 200? What about 150? Interesting stuff. I'm just trying to get as close as possible to 0.7, but it's like it's right around there. Of course you could round it, and it's anywhere from like the 100 to 200 range. But if I was to get as close as possible, it would be going from 143 to 144 Pokemon. That would be an improvement of 0.7%. So that's like roughly a regional dex amount of Pokemon. So that's kind of a reasonable number, actually, considering that this Pokemon's out of the region. Anyhow, getting off of that tangent. Our recovery plan's done, but we can't let you go. Not after you've seen us here. Hey. Yes, sir? Sindel? Teach this little boy a thing or two about pain. Snidel. Aye, aye, sir. You just leave everything to me. You can be assured the job will be done while you return to the lair. See to it. Man, what a top-heavy man. Well, now you heard the man. I must get back to the lair, too. You know what to do. Wait a second, that's not what you said. Allow me to explain. We have a crucial job to do with the lair. We need to make shadow Pokemon from those that were on the airship. You do this. You do agree this is indeed important, don't you? If you were going to do the job, you would take 38% more effort than I. In that case, Gorgon's mood would worsen by 72%. Well, 72 and 38 equals 100, so you can't argue there. You do agree this is most inefficient, don't you? As a result, if you were to take this boy to in my place, we would be ahead of 63% in overall efficiency. You do understand, don't you? It's only for efficiency's sake. I'll be going now. Why do I always get the feeling I've been had? Yeah, I wasn't following those numbers either. I think he pulled them out of his ass. Oh well. If I don't beat you here, I wouldn't be fulfilling my duties. Don't hold a grudge for this. Smarton? Smarton? He looks like Naps. You don't get to fight a Huntail in Pokemon games very often. Larvitar against a water and grass type. It just doesn't seem right. Go back, I did not mean to call. But anyways, we learned in that hey, yeah, they're taking the Pokemon off of this ship and turning them into Shadow Pokemon. So I don't know if like the Shadow Pokemon we've already run into were Pokemon that they had before this whole incident. But they seem to be actively turning Pokemon from this ship into Shadow Pokemon at their factory right now. Wow, this guy's got a Teddy Ursa. Not a Shadow, though. So I wonder what their recovery mission was. You've got to be kidding. Is it to recover any Pokemon that they missed here the first time? Because, I mean, I think they're after the Bonsly. But I don't think there's any other Pokemon here. Man, I'm confused. You're trying to flinch me. Slash, that's strong. Okay. I was worried about you hitting Shroomy. Oh boy, Gen 3 confusion. 50% chance. This is bad. Bad stuff. Meanwhile, Golbat just continues to just be able to stand there and take it. Hey, ain't even a Crobat yet. Coughing. Coughing. Rock Tomb. Ow, that's gonna hurt. Shockwave. I don't like that. Okay, they lowered Golbat's speed, which could be a problem. We're still fast as utter heck, though. Going for the Rock Tomb. He's going to kill one of us because we're both weak to it. Man, dynamic punch hits again. Did that Huntail go right through that guy? Smarten? Golbat, no! Caca! What? I lost? I can't go back to the lair like this. Well, he didn't account for you losing as part of the efficiency calculation, I don't think. I watched you battling those downright bizarre people. You're some kind of tough, are you? Aren't you? Huh? Me? I just happened to stumble across this ship, so I made it my home. You know, that's fair. You know, there's plenty of food and all. I have to admit, certain things bug me, but nothing's perfect in life. I've got to admit, I'm glad that weird bunch is gone. I owe you my thanks for that, at least. You must be tired after that battle, right? You can rest him at my place. It's in the wheelhouse. Thank you. I needed that. Well, did you get some decent rest? You're free to use the bed whenever you feel tired, okay? By the way, I've got this favor to ask of you. See, every so often I hear these odd noises coming from deep within the ship's hull. I think there's something skulking around down there, but it's too creepy for me to take a look-see. How about you look for me? Thank you kindly. That noise has been really eating at my nerves lately. I can hardly sleep now. So, when you're done investigating, I need you to tell me if you found anything. Aye, aye, cappuccino. Got a little collection of camping cooking materials. Very good. Ooh, got a battle CD. Interesting. Holy moly, a Firestone. If we had a Pokemon we wanted to evolve with that, we could. But we don't. 2 PP ups. Didn't mean to fall. I mean, we don't really have any moves that we would really even possibly want to PP up. I mean, maybe Rock Slide. To be fair, Rock Slide is probably the best rock move that this, you know, even this guy as a Tyranitar will ever have. Gotta push this Pokey food out of the way just to be able to push it right back to where you started. I wonder if anybody's ever gone out of their way to, like, push this thing, like, all the way into, like, this left corner or something for, like, no reason. It would kind of take ages. Max Ether. Or, how did you pronounce it as a kid? Max Ether. Because that's how it's spelled. Okay, I think this should be easy. Push that one to yay. Then you just go around here and you push this to yay. TM35. That's like flamethrower, isn't it? So the really thing with the yellow flute, let's sort. Really funny thing with the yellow flute. Oh right, yeah, I was mistaken. The yellow flute's actually useful to be able to snap ourselves out of confusion. This is going to be a really useful item that we're going to want to keep around. I was thinking the blue flute. The blue flute in XD Gale of Darkness is useless because you have a dedicated button on the battle screen to wake your Pokemon up with Call. Well, the blue flute just wakes your Pokemon up, so it's funny basically. So TM35, yeah, flamethrower. Holy moly! I would be really embarrassed if I went and spent those Poke Coupons to get flamethrower. Let's teach it, like, immediately. The game is clearly expecting us to have this and use it. I'm going to put it over flamethrower. I mean, over sand attack for now. Look at this. 95 power. It's crazy. and now that I don't have to like budget Poke Coupons to get Flamethrower for Flareon, it's like, you know, I could buy another Ice Beam pretty easily if I wanted. I could just use this Ice Beam on Bali right now if I wanted. Brick Break. We might only get one of those. And Bullet Seed. That's not worth it. Okay. Well, we'll think about it. Oh, is that? It's the Bonsly. One luxury ball. I think this is the only luxury ball you get in the game. Getting luxury balls in Gen 3 is quite arduous. Like, generally in each of these Gen 3 games, it's like, oh, you pick up one or two luxury balls in the whole game. Just on the ground. You can't buy them anywhere. And if you want more, in Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, you have to, like, win master contests, and you might get a luxury ball as a reward for doing that. Winning a contest takes frickin' time. And then the actual way to grind them is in Fire Red Leaf Green. There's a house on 5 Island. The NPC's there's name is Selfie. You actually have to save her from the cave because she's lost in the ghost cave. When you save her and bring her back, you can talk to her. She'll ask to see a Pokemon. You have to get it like within 200 steps or something. AKA, you basically just have to fly back to the 5 Island Pokemon Center and then walk all the way back to her, like surf over to her, and then she'll give you a reward. Generally a luxury ball, sometimes a like money item like a nugget or whatever. And if you want, like, you know, say 140 luxury balls, you have to do this 140 times. And she can ask for any Pokemon that is in your Pokedex scene. So basically you want to have as complete a Pokedex as possible, like as close to a living dex as possible in your box, so that you can just bring her any Pokemon she might ask for. How do I know all this off the top of my head? I just grinded 140 luxury balls using that exact method, using my close to living dex in Fire Red Leaf Green. Why did I do such a thing? Because I want to catch a shiny Rayquaza and a luxury ball in Gen 3. Maybe someday. I have the hunt all set up. I just have to do it. Okay, I think if we just, like, sneak up on this Bonsly, we can get it without waking it up. But if we spook it, then it'll, like, run away from us and stuff, and it won't be good. I forgot that happened. Acri and Gideon for it. 23 Caterpie. I would like to write a novel featuring you as the main character. Please let me interview you. I have a good feeling about the story. Might be generous with the thanks. Bye-bye. Startled by the mail message noise, the Pokemon fled somewhere. Leftovers? Holy shnikes, that's a good item. I was just thinking earlier when I saw the Shell Bell that you could buy for Poke Coupons, I'm just like, why would you ever use Shell Bell? You can get leftovers. I wonder if you can get them in this game. Clearly you do. Who would I give it to? Maybe Shroomy. Yeah, that's a more useful item. Do we go back up? No. You see, I could be somebody who's like, haha, well, that's why you have to always have your phone on vibrate or silent like me. But I am not one of those people. I have my phone on the ability to make noise, because if I, have something that actually comes up and I need to be aware of it, which can happen, the only way I'm going to know is if my phone, dings. You have to manage your notifications so that, you're not getting dinged for things that don't need your immediate attention, but it's a little bit of an encouragement to keep your notifications tidy. Oh, hey, so how was it? Was there anything down there? Nope, nothing at all. I described the Pokemon. I see, so it was a Pokemon down there. I'll sleep better at night knowing that. Is that right? So it was a Pokemon that a girl asked you to find, and you say it got away? Well, this place isn't a very welcome place for wild Pokemon to survive in. Why don't you try looking for it in places where wild Pokemon are apt to gather? Anyway, I'll be heading off for home. After all, you've solved all the worries I had. I'm surely indebted. Come see me wherever you like. You're always welcome. Thank you. You're a very kind and friendly homeless man. Okay, I guess we've learned what we needed to do here. And it's a good thing we've acquired all those Pokemon snacks, because I think we need to put them to use. Oh, hello. Hold it. No one gets past here. Whackin' of Team Snag'em. It wouldn't hurt you to remember that. It won't hurt you to forget his name either. Silence. Huh? You don't have a clue about who Team Snag'em happens to be, do you? Back in the old days, grown men shook when they heard our name. Sheesh. But that's alright, we'll get back to snagging Pokemon just like the old days and terrify the world again. And we'll do it by using your snag machine. Whoops, I know you're a great battler, but I'm not having any of that. Golem. Gloom, release your sleep powder. Send this kid off to Betty Bye. Aren't you guys a little too close? Yaha! The snag machine is mine. Quick, let's get back to the hideout. Can you imagine how happy Gonzap's gonna be with us? Frickin' Gonzap. With his shadow Skarmory. Dang, we're not going to be able to take on Cypher without our piddly normal hand arm. Wow, we woke up here? That's crazy. They must have just left us out there. Hi, are you awake now? Looks like you had a rough time of it. Are you alright? That bunch I saw, weren't they Team Snag'em? Why would they want to pick a fight with you? I explain what's been happening. It's because they frickin' put us on TV. And showed us snagging that guy's Lunatone. And now Team Snag'em knows that we have a snag machine. And they jumped us. And I'm suing Alms. Just kidding. Is that right? So that's really what's been happening to the world at large. Team Snag'em's a bunch of crooks and thugs. They were snagging people's Pokemon with Cypher's help. I hadn't heard about them for the last couple of years, so I figured they fell apart. I guess not, eh? Yeah, I guess in the original, Cypher and Team Snag'em were two entities that were individually a thing. I always conflate them because it's like, uh, there's usually just one bad team, you know? Also, it's really funny in this game how it's just like, there's an evil team who's just like, oh yeah, you're good at battling, so we're not going to battle you. We're just going to rough you up. Like, no other Pokemon game thinks of that. Anyway, it seems to me like you need to get back to the thing they took from you. I think they took off north, chasing after a bunch of strange characters, and maybe you ought to join the chase too. It's right around here on the north side of Ecklo Canyon. I'm so naked without my Snag-em machine. Well, it's a good thing we don't need a Snag machine to catch wild Pokemon. Wonder how much time has passed. We're right near the rock Poke spot. I think the Bonsly can technically show up at any Poke spot. The rock one would make the most sense because it's right near where we were physically. Absolutely crazy that this is out here. We've been spotted, so there's no point in hiding anymore. Who are we? We're Team Snag'em. Team Snag'em can't rightly say I know him. See, he doesn't know either. It's bringing tears to my eyes. Hey, we should go. We gotta leave this up to Gonzap. Be quiet. We finally managed to track down Cypher, haven't we? We're not leaving now. Hey, you big lunk. We have business in that building. Stand aside if you don't want to get hurt. Lunk? You're calling the dashing and terrific Mr. Zook a lunk? How dare you? Grr, you're not getting away with this. Team Snag'em Biden? We get to see Lunk with his Zangoose again. And now we're kind of like almost caught up to levels in this thing. You just had an Oddish. I got the short end of that one. Ah, darn it. See what I'd say. If we would have just waited for Gonzap, this wouldn't have happened. Wacken must have reached the hideout by now and given the Snag machine to Gonzap. Hey, you want more of where that came from? We'll pull back and regroup. Let's get back to the hideout. You're not running off with them? You've got guts, huh? Wait a second, you're that brat who was at the Galeon port. What are you doing here? You're nothing but bad news ever since I saw you. I've had nothing but the worst luck. First at Galeon port, some guy challenged me to a battle out of the blue and probably stomped me flat. Then Gorgon gave me one major dressing down for showing off Shadow Pokemon without his permission. Because of that, he made me stand guard here as punishment. There's one thing I can't figure out, though. How'd Gorgon ever find out about me anyway? Ah, remember that is getting me all riled. This time I'll flatten you. Okay, we don't have the snag machine, so we cannot steal this Zangoose right now. And here's the crazy thing. This Zangoose, if you want to, you know, hunt for a good-natured one or whatever... Oh, they stole our snag machine, but not our radar. If you want to re-roll this Zangoose, like, it's generated right now, I believe, in this fight. So once you get your snag machine and actually get a real opportunity to catch it, if you save before that fight and rebattle it, it's already generated. It's done. So there's no re-rolling it. And in fact, if you did want to re-roll it, like, I think you would have to do it before this battle, but technically, I mean, he shows off the Zangoose near the beginning of the game, so I don't know if it's set all the way back there or not. I kind of don't think it is, but I don't know, maybe it is. Ow. Zangoose is also just, like, freaking strong. Ow. Ow. Ah! I was really hoping that Stun Spore would hit. Gosh, dang it. That is a fast Zangoose. Things are not looking good. We need some firepower. Our team is having difficulties. Big difficulties. He's got 5 Pokemon. We need to do something about this Zangoose. Oh my gosh, it's so fast. What in the heck? Holy smokes. Wow, Flamethrower didn't even do that much. This is bad. No! Come on. This is crazy. Okay, Bali, charm that thing. I'm pulling out a revive. I need to buy revives. Because this game is hard, and we're going to need them. Oh my gosh. This is bad. How come my Golbat is all of a sudden, like, not fast anymore? Like, I don't know. Okay, here's my hope. We do this, we do this, we do this. And we do this. Please hurt yourself. Thank you. You're so strong, you hurt yourself hard. Okay, that Doduo... Gosh, it's doing big damage. I'm gonna use this turn to heal Flareon. Okay, this should do big. So Viper, it makes sense that you'd have that with your Zangoose. Oh my gosh, stop. Yes, I'm flamethrowing the Carvana because, like, yeah, I knew it would still kill it. It's got such weak defenses. Its bulk is BS in a bad way. Really can't. Okay. Yeah, that's a Viper's going down. Ouch. Rock Tomb. Water gun. I should revive. Funny enough, Shroomy is the one. Okay, Rock Tomb. Let's see how much this does. Okay, it wouldn't have killed me in one shot, but Golbat would not be able to do this fight on his own. And we're still faster. That bodes well for Shroomish being, like, fast enough. Or not. Oh, thank you for the miss. But this can't be happening. Oh, but it is happening, though. You're just some kid. How could I, the mighty Zook, get beat by just some kid? Because you fluked out, you only won because you got lucky. That's gotta be the answer. I won't battle you again. If you win by fluke again, my reputation will take a beating. I don't believe we can actually come in here yet. Hey, 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 there's no place for a kid like you. Fair enough. This is Sack of Alms. 23 Caterpie. Something's come up. Your help is urgently needed. Please come see me at Alms in Pyrite Town. ASAP possible. ASAP possible. Okay. It appears to be a building. Oh, yeah. Okay, I need to buy revives. Or revival herbs. Revival herbs are probably out of my price range currently. And honestly, revives are too, but I need them. Larvitar needs to evolve in order to get some better stats, to start dealing with the creeping power, as it were. Honestly, Shroomy probably does too, but I don't wanna. Metatite doesn't evolve until 37, so ages. Bali is coming up eventually soon here. If I was to get Shadow Ball, I might put it over Ember, actually. You might be thinking there's absolutely no point in having both a Ghost move and Dark move. Their coverage is basically the same as each other. However, I feel like having a physical and special option is useful, because sometimes we run into Pokemon who just, like, are ridiculous in terms of one particular defense, so being able to hit them on their weaker one would be good. Yeah, stuff is like ramping up. I'm gonna get Shadow Ball. We've got the coupons. We grinded them up. We can afford it. I wonder how our coupons actually are. Is it like you go to an arcade and you get a big, like, winding thing of tickets, and we're just carrying those around with us? Golbat can learn Shadow Ball as well. That is interesting. Okay, there's Shadow Ball. 80. More powerful than Bite. Okay, we're going to put it over Ember. And then maybe if we get Return, we can put that over, like, Quick Attack. Having a priority move is useful, though. Even though we haven't, like, had to use it yet. So we could go back to Pyrite Town, but Jesse said that the pre-gym was open. So maybe I'll go there. I just get the feeling that I need to train up my Pokemon a little, and the pre-gym seems like a perfect way to do that. So let's do it. I wish we got the buff that later generations have, where if you have a Pokemon that's, like, a higher level than it should be, like, in terms of, oh, it should have evolved by now, you actually get a experience boost on it. But not in this game. I might be awesome. Yes, I'm very, very cool. Sir? Oh my gosh. It's so annoying that he actually runs the same speed you do, so you can't catch him. Oh, are you not actually open yet? I thought I could, like, come challenge the pre-gym. Maybe Justy's like, hey, like, progress the story a little bit. I'm trying to remember the exact moment that he called me. Gosh, I just don't quite remember. I feel like he called me only a small while back, but I thought it was before I got the thing stolen. Yeah, I mean, I'm here to try your thing upstairs. But nobody seems interested in giving it to me, so it just must be a thing for later. Maybe the Pokemon are like level 30 or something crazy. Which, to be fair, Coliseum, I think you start out at like level 20 or 25 or something. Oh yeah, sure. Maybe I should have saved before kicking this off, but let's go for it. Also, I didn't buy my revives yet, so hopefully I don't need them. Lady Bond, Spoink, I think we're safe. Larvitar is the fastest thing on the battlefield? That I'm not used to. Of course he avoided it. He double teamed. Critical hit that Spoink. Right in the noggin. So yeah, we're going to have to restock on items. We're doing this pre-gym challenge. To progress the story, we need to go to Pyrite Town. We also got that email from that girl at Gideonport who wanted to interview us. I think that's just like a throwaway thing to like force the Ladybot to run away. I mean, the Bonsly to run away. But, you know, maybe it'll result in something. Oh, that is not good. If that was Ice Beam, maybe it would have killed. Might be foolish, but I'm gonna go for the Rock Slide. Yeah. I like the double KO. We need these levels desperately. Cool Trainer Kalor. In later generations, instead of being called Cool Trainers, they're called Ace Trainers. Yes, I've got 3 opponents. So when they say battle straight, do they heal me between or no? Seemingly no. Cool Trainer Tesla. You know those cars on the road, those Teslers? Yep, definitely not healed. Okay, let's get things swapped here. Oh no. Why is this gym focused on double team? Linoon. Let's just take out the Linoon before it has a chance to double team. I say that as it double teams. Hooray! Cool Trainer Tesla. It's just funny, like, how people's reactions in this game is they're so often to, like, fall completely to the ground. It's just, like, such an overreaction. And then they just calmly stroll on out of here. Totally not emotional anymore. With my furtive, ever-shifting attacks, I shall claim victory. Super Trainer Noble. A super trainer? Maybe this is the true ace trainer of Ore. Well, I feel we gotta swap out because we're facing a water type there. Charm that Kecleon, just reduce its power to nothing. Bro, double team is such a annoying strategy. Critical hit, nice. 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 Okay, let's take out the Azumarill while we can. Hopping like a rabbit. Oh, paralysis. This is amazing. Yanma's very fast, he's able to get his double team off right away. However, we can still hit it. You know, I could hit it with Mega Drain and then Aurora Beam it for super effective damage. Or miss everything. To be fair, this guy's not actually doing anything to me. I don't know what horrible things he's going to attempt to do once he's fully double teamed up. Not too much. Fury swipes. Ow. 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 Huzzah. Okay, it is now a grass type. So we can Aurora Beam it for super effective damage. Or we can just kill it with Mega Train. Down on your knees, decent amount of money from that. I've brought shame upon me. I want to run and hide. Yeah, you just kind of sat there and double teamed. I mean, I think anybody who does that, whether you win or lose, would bring shame on you. Watch closely. I'll treat you to elegant attacks that blend the power of Pokemon. Does that mean you're going to spam double team like everybody else? Klaus? Or Callus? Might be foolish, but I'm going for the Dragon Dance. Evasiveness. Evasiveness. Okay, Rock Slide is already, like, not a super accurate move, but we'll go for it. Okay, we're still not faster than them. So I don't know if it would take two double teams, or, I mean, two Dragon Dances, or what. We're hitting, well, at least one of them. Absolutely. Really? Hit them both. How excellent. Dang, you need to hit him, dude. We can outrage at this juncture. Gale, I think that's 4 battles. At least the old people don't go down on their knees. Guess which other active. Haha, Jesse's next. He's very, very strong. Can I get healed before him? Sure. If I would have said no, would you have healed me? I didn't want to risk saying no. Okay, I'm gonna get Larvitar out. Okay, we're gonna wing attack and Aurora Beam. I'm hoping that Sandslash dug for Larvitar. Uh-huh. Well, he's not spamming double team, so I don't know where the rest of these bozos learned how to battle. I speak too soon. Dang it. This is the problem with having slow Pokemon. They just can't do anything before they get things done to them. Is that Sandslash and Gligar speed tying each other? Come on! I'm gonna try to confuse him. Is Water Gun even worth it? Go for the flinch. Nice. I knew it. You're tough. I'm not happy about losing, but I'm delighted about battling you. It's been 5 years since I lost like this. I'd like for you to have these to something to remember our battle by. So the last time he lost like this was to the player in Coliseum, I can only presume. A Lumberry and TM32. Dude, imagine a gym leader whose like specialty is frickin' double team. Like, come on. It's just such a shit. Okay, let's go get these wild Pokemon. Hopefully one of them is Bonsly. Rock and Oasis. I could have walked out the side entrances, but going down's fine enough. Hey, it's the Pokemon from the ship. He even showed up at the rock one. Captured Bonsly. Let's return it to its owner. Yo, 23 Caterpie. It just figures it would like take you to find that lost Bonsly. We collected data using Alm's resources, but we couldn't find a trace of it. We sincerely appreciate that you've done for us. Our granddaughter and Bonsly are overjoyed. See for yourself. Yay, thank you. I believe in you. Bonsly. This is something that stands for our gratitude. Please accept it. The Bonsly card. It's a special Battle Bingo card. You see, you can use it for Battle Bingo games at the Real Gum Tower. It's an event that's not open to everyone. Oh no. The receptionist will know what to do if you flash that card at the reception counter. I'm sure you'll enjoy battling with Bonsly. Thank you again. Must be leaving now. It's this sort of thing that just made me so excited in this game. It's just like, you know, you don't get to like catch or use the new Pokemon that's like a Gen 4 Pokemon, but you do get to like use it in a sense in Battle Bingo. So you get a sense of like, you know, how good it is and stuff. You don't get to look at its like summary screen, but you know, you get to use it. Okay, time to go to the Oasis. When I was a kid, like, I don't think, like, I really, like, when this game was new, I don't really think I had it in my head, like, Gen 1, 2, 3, and that 4 was coming or anything like that. Can I get this battle CD yet? Yes. Yay! We finally got it. But yeah, so all these characters like making reference to like, oh, it's a brand new Pokemon. It's totally undiscovered, blah 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 blah. Like I like knew that like I hadn't seen that Pokemon before, but I didn't really have the notion of like they add new Pokemon each generation. So it was just like a neat thing. I don't remember exactly what I recall on the matter of like knowing exactly how new it was or what, or like when there'd be a game where I could actually get it. Because I definitely did not know about Diamond and Pearl when I was playing this game, even though they were like big news in Japan and maybe even out by then. feet hurt now. That's no bueno. Okay, our spot monitor for the Oasis has gone off. We got our Bonsly, so let's go pick up all of our snacks. I'm kind of wasting a little bit of time here, but I'm trying not to waste infinite time. Yep, she's working on the next thing, of course. It was crazy. I guess this is the first time we're checking in since they ran our news clip. Oh yeah, they like told me to come back here. So like literally the email about the Bonsly and then me finding the Bonsly and then it warping me back here was like mega convenient, actually. I honestly completely forgot. I was just talking to him for the sake of scanning the area. Sure. Hordell. The outskirts stand. That's the first starting location in Coliseum. It's all coming around. Yes, yes, yes. No! Oh, so all the data is recovered then. They must have not completely destroyed the drives. I guess that means that they're back on working on decrypting the data, because I don't think they told me that they finished. Yeah, my snag machine is gone. We got 0 fresh waters, 8 of those, a couple of these. Yeah, fresh waters are pretty economical. And they're economical in button presses too, because you can just hit A over and over and you land right on them. Okay, that should do it. We still need to buy revives. So if we check this, like, how much progress have we lost on the Oasis? Not much. It's still fine. This has got to be step-based. I shall buy with my little eye. I need Pokeballs, actually. You don't even sell revives. How pitiful and pitiable. It is funny how you get stuck in the desert on the scooter before you upgrade it, and yet we're able to drive to the rock Pokespot just fine. Wow, if you're just gonna live on one, you basically want to be caught. Okay, it ate 3, so we dawdled some. We want revives. Where do we buy revives? I know you could buy revives. Was it here? Right, the other thing we wanted to do is we got that email that said that we want to be interviewed, so let's go do that. I believe it was this lady who emailed us. Thank you, I am cool. It was you that saved Professor Crane, the director of the Pokemon Research Lab? Yes, it was. You were on TV for the Phoenix news story. But you've been on TV before? No. The SS Libra was attacked because Cypher wanted to get at the Pokemon on board? Yes. I wonder if I answered that interview differently, if I would have gotten different, reward? I didn't save directly before doing it, I don't think, so... Let me see here. Pokemon XD interview reward. Shit. Okay, there are different rewards. If you say no to all the questions, you get a Quick Claw. If you say yes to only one question, you get White Herb. If you say yes to 2 questions, you get Mental Herb. If you say yes to all questions, you get Amulet Coin. So I might have just missed my chance to get an Amulet Coin. When was the last time I saved? I don't want to miss out on the Amulet Coin. I don't think I... How long ago was our last save? $37.58 versus $37.58, huh? Hold on. If I say save and I say yes, that's not a big loss. Let's soft reset. Where does this put us? We might have to, like, go to the wild little zones again. I'm glad I looked that up, because I don't want to miss out on the Amulet Coin. Okay, cool. We just have to go talk to Sack, and we have to go catch that Hoppip. This will be great to know, like, do we get the exact same Hoppip and stuff like that. And we know what things we can and can't do. We can do this. We forgot to talk to this guy. Survival in the paperless era. Okay. The spot monitor can just go off, huh? So now we have that Hoppip and something in the cave. RNG is playing out differently. Yes, 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 yes. We're gonna unlock the special stand. I accidentally said no. But thou must. Hopefully we don't miss out on any sequence triggers by not talking to these people. Right, I gotta buy these fresh waters again. I gotta buy the Pokeballs again. This is why we gotta save more often. I will buy 10 balls. And this guy totally has revives. I don't know, I was like blind before. Let's buy 3. Spendy. Do you guys have anything to say about my greatness? Cool. Let's catch the Hoppip. You know, there's damage variation, so we might kill it this time. Also, it's totally a different Hoppip. It's lower level. Well, in this universe, we did not catch the Hoppip. Okay, I'll be taking this. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. I'll be taking these snacks. Alright, let's save. We got a Zubat instead of a Hoppip in this universe. Are we going to get the Amulet Coin instead of a Mental Herb? Or whatever she gave us last time. Yep. But you've been on TV before? See, this is why I was confused. And I was like, no, I don't think I've been on TV before, but maybe I have. I don't know. The crazy thing about this is it's like, I remember as a kid when I played this thinking like, oh, well, these are just very obvious, easy questions. They're all yes. And then you get the best reward. And when I learned like, oh, there's other rewards and they're kind of not as good for not getting the answers right, I'm like, well, if you're paying remote attention, you're going to get these answers right. And it's like the Professor Crane one is obvious. The SS Libra ship one is obvious. That you know, if you're reading the dialogue in the most recent part of the story, that's what they say. But then the part about me being on TV before, maybe I didn't have reading comprehension back then. Maybe I thought she was just saying like, "Oh, you were the one who was on the TV or whatever." It's like, yeah, but she was saying, "Have you been on TV before this time?" In which case, I want to say no. So. I don't know. It's weird how this quiz is technically harder now for me than before. Obtain the amulet coin and transferred it to the PC. What a pain. That means I'm like full on items. Well, let's go to the PC to check the PC for our item. Yeah, that's right. I said let's go to the Pokemon Center to check the personal computer. Item storage. I wish to withdraw. Amulet coin. I wish to deposit. This focus band. I guess I could just sell those, but we'll deposit it. White herb, bye-bye. Firestone, bye-bye. PP ups, bye-bye. Rare candy, bye-bye. X items. I think these can raise friendship, so I'll use those. Withdraw. I wish to withdraw my amulet coin. I'm really tempted just to deposit like all my burn heals and antidotes and stuff and just stick with full heals because I don't really use the status restoring items too much and like they're just taking up space. All right, well, the next point in the story is we go to the outskirts stand and we go talk to that guy. In the meantime, let's see, I caught this Zubat. It's bold. It's brave, bold, and going right here. Otherwise, this Mawile is kind of falling behind in level a bit. I'm getting the feeling we're probably not going to use this Duskull. Grinding is a thing that is possible. Possibly possible. And just fine. We might want to get our Carvana back. We could evolve our Vulpix if we really wanted. But yeah, I think we're good to probably call it a day for now. No shadow Pokemon acquired in this whole ordeal, and in fact, we lost our Snag machine, so we're not gonna get any anytime soon. We fought a Shadow Zangoose who nearly freaking wiped our team. But that Shadow Zangoose shall soon be ours as soon as we get our Snag machine back. So yeah, that'll maybe be next time. I will see you guys whenever that'll be. Maybe it'll be tomorrow or the weekend or something. But until then, I'll see ya. See you later.